Hi everyone, I'm Marta aka ObscureBeauty and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Yay! Do you want to know what this is all going to be about? Stay tuned and I'll fill you in. And first of all, I apologize for my chin looking like a teenage me a few years back. I wish the whole face still looked like it. Nah, kidding. I still have lots of issues when buying kitchen knives in UK, but as you know, face masks are absolutely horrendous on the face, so this is what it is. Anyway, for those who don't know me, I'm a nurse at the local emergency department, and I basically stopped drawing ever since I started working about 7-8 years ago. Now, I've always drawn since I was little, taking out those 7 years, mostly with traditional media like everyone else does. And I made my first digital portrait when I was 17 and still using a mouse. Not bad, huh? It was still around that time when I had to choose which pathway to choose for my adult life, and I ended up going with science school as my parents never believed that art could be a meaningful way of earning money. Now, I'm perfectly aware that I could have gone against them and I'd probably be far away by now, but you have to realize that I was quite young, didn't have anyone asking me for commissions back then, and I didn't know any better. So they made me think that art would end up being a bother to me and I'd be better off doing it as a hobby. And I mean, I understand them. It's really hard to get started with selling your art. I can totally tell you that right now. And it takes resilience and means of coping with a lot of frustration. I just didn't have it back then. So yeah, I bought those excuses and that meant I became a nurse. But that meant that at the end of my high school, I had no idea what to study for university. The only two jobs I ever knew related to science was medicine and nursing. And I ended up choosing nursing. I used to think that I regretted this decision, especially maybe a couple of years ago. But now, especially facing the situation we are now, I realize how lucky I am to actually have a stable job, even if it doesn't pay that well. And I'm sure that it makes my becoming an artist way easier than if I was left without a job. I can take my time and make it well. What made me almost regret the decision was the fact that at work my imagination gets really bad, like almost non-existent, and I end up getting home exhausted and totally out of ideas. But truthfully, I believe that most of it was just me making excuses, even if I definitely get burned after a day or a night at work. But that makes sense. I mean, after a 12-hour shift, I doubt anyone will want to sit down and think on how to tackle a painting. But unfortunately, all these excuses led me to lose some pressure skills and obviously time. So after the start of this lockdown this year, the English one, so basically really down the line, I ended up selling my computer and I bought an iPad and decided to make my dream of becoming a full-time illustrator a real thing. Yay! I initially got an iPad Mini 5, which was absolutely awesome, but recently, even more recently, I swapped it for an iPad Pro, which is amazing, and I didn't swap it for anything else. And since then, I've been trying to invest as much as possible on my drawings and paintings, which is definitely harder than it seems. On this YouTube channel, I intend to talk about my journey to become a full-time illustrator, what goes well and bitchy, and most likely what's gonna go wrong. And also to keep me accountable, because I really want to follow this through until I'm victorious. So I hope to be able to count with your support. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know this was just an introduction, but at least now you know what I'm going to be talking about. And please subscribe so we can go on this journey together. This is all about community. And I also have accounts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so follow me wherever you like to hang out the most. I'm always up for a chat. And if you're interested in helping me in a different way and get something tangible out of this, I recommend you follow me on my Ko-fi. You can just follow me there for early bird access to all my paintings or contribute with a coffee or two for chances of a sketch. Subscribers will have monthly giveaways and other goodies. All links are down below on my description. So, enough of this talking, enough chat. I'll see you next week and stay safe. Bye!